Witch hunts are a dark chapter in human history, characterized by the persecution, trials, and execution of individuals accused of witchcraft. These events span across centuries and continents, leaving a lasting impact on societies. We estimate 40,000 to 60,000 people executed for witchcraft in Europe and British America between 1400 and 1775. The death toll was particularly high in Germany, where around 7,000 people were put to death. The methods of execution varied, with burning at the stake being a common practice in Europe, while hanging was more prevalent in the American colonies. Witch hunts gained prominence during the late medieval and early modern periods, particularly between the 15th and 18th centuries. The most infamous witch trials occurred in Europe, notably the Salem witch trials in colonial America. The European witch hunts were fueled by a combination of social, political, and religious factors. The Black Death, economic hardships, and political instability created an environment of fear and suspicion, leading communities to seek scapegoats for their misfortunes. The witch hunts were often instigated by religious authorities who viewed witchcraft as a heretical threat to Christian orthodoxy. The Malleus Maleficarum, published in 1487 by Heinrich Kramer and Jakob Sprenger, played a pivotal role in shaping the witch-hunting practices. This handbook provided guidelines for identifying, interrogating, and prosecuting witches, further intensifying the hysteria. Thousands of women and some men were accused, tortured, and executed based on dubious evidence and confessions obtained under duress. The justification for witch hunts was often grounded in biblical texts. The most frequently cited verse is Exodus 22:18, "Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live." The New Testament also contains references to sorcery and false prophets, such as in Acts 8:9-24, where Simon the sorcerer is rebuked by Peter. These biblical accounts were used to justify the harsh measures taken against those accused of witchcraft, reinforcing the belief that witchcraft was a grave sin deserving severe punishment. Mysticism and Esoterism played complex roles in the history of witch hunts. Their unconventional spiritual practices and beliefs were viewed with suspicion and fear. Prominent mystics, such as Joan of Arc, faced accusations of heresy and witchcraft due to their visionary experiences and claimed divine revelations. Esoteric traditions, including alchemy, astrology, and other occult practices, were similarly condemned. The fear of hidden knowledge and the perception that such practices were linked to diabolical influences led to widespread persecution. The association of women with witchcraft and esotericism can also be seen in the figure of the wise woman, who often served as a healer and midwife, roles that placed them at risk of being accused of witchcraft. The archaeological discoveries have provided tangible evidence of the witch hunts. Artifacts such as witch bottles, witch marks on buildings, and trial records offer insights into the methods and beliefs associated with witchcraft. Excavations of sites like the Pendle Hill in England and Salem in Massachusetts reveal the material culture of the period and the extent of the fear and superstition that fueled the witch hunts. Witch bottles, for instance, were used as protective charms against witchcraft. These bottles contained items like nails, hair, and urine, believed to trap and neutralize malevolent spells. The discovery of such objects highlights the everyday practices and folk beliefs that influence the perception of witchcraft. Mythology has deeply influenced the narrative of witch hunts. The figure of the witch is steeped in mythological themes, often depicted as an evil, supernatural being with the power to harm others. This archetype is found in various cultures, from the European hag to the African witch doctor. These mythological representations reinforce the fear and suspicion surrounding individuals accused of witchcraft. The concept of the witch hunt has also evolved into a metaphor for irrational and unjust persecution. This metaphorical use underscores the enduring impact of the historical witch hunts on collective memory and cultural consciousness. It serves as a reminder of the dangers of mass hysteria and the scapegoating of marginalized groups. Witch hunts, fueled by a potent mix of fear, religious zeal, and social upheaval, remain a poignant reminder of the darker aspects of human history. They created a climate of fear and repression, leading to the tragic deaths of tens of thousands of innocent people. The legacy of witch hunts serves as a stark reminder of the dangers of intolerance and the importance of safeguarding human rights and freedom.